Okie dokie. Righto. Thanks again to the folks at Weeylite for sending through another light set to review. So this one over here, the Weeylite K21 RGB LED light stick. It's a pretty cool, it's a powerful stick that I know I'll be using quite a lot from here on out. Now do note that I get to keep these lights after the review, and this is definitely something to keep in mind if you decide to purchase them based on this video alone. And for some extra info, the only expectation from myself from Weeylite is that I post this video within 45 days of having received the product, and they ask that I link their shop in the description below as well. The link that you see, or if you choose to see it, is an affiliate link, and any purchases made through that or using my discount code may result in a commission to me, a small commission to me from their end. Lastly, stay tuned for some information on Viltrox's international photography contest, which is open to anyone out there shooting with a Viltrox lens. Alrighty, YouTube, hello, my name is Natalie, and as per the Weeylite SO3 video, I'm lighting this one using only my two Weeylite K21s. There's one in front of me behind a diffuser, and there's one over here, just because why not? So to set the record straight, I do feel that in instances like mine, where I'm testing out these RGB lights to add a little something to my photos or to my YouTube videos, as long as you understand how to use and shape light, you'll be fine with many of the products out there. The K21s do what you need them to, and they're decently bright. The battery lasts a decent amount of time. It's about 1 hour at full capacity, and we used our two for about 3 hours, 3.5, maybe even 4 hours on off at varying intensities, and we still have half of the battery remaining at the very least. And I'm using that now, the remainder, to shoot this video. And the documentation states that it can last up to 6 hours at lower settings. On the light, you have a couple of quarter screw ports on this device. You have USB charging along with a lightweight design of 285 grams. The K21s, unlike the SO3s, can work off of both the Weeylite Pro app and with the buttons on the light itself. So I have a full demonstration on a previous video on how to use the app and to connect the light, so do feel free to check that out if that's something that you might be interested in. But one thing to note is that you need to manually set the channel on the light. So by default, the lights are set to sync with the app via channel 1A. So if you'd like to, for example, sync it via channel 5B, hit and hold the set button here, and then plus up to go to channel 5, and then scroll to the next selection, and then plus up to B. You can control your SO3s and your K21s via the same channel at once. So do note that these do run hot. It is definitely something to consider if you'll be holding them like we did for that flower shoot that you've been seeing throughout this video. There are a few additions that I feel that they could have incorporated to the app in terms of extra effects. I would have loved if we could use that pixel movement effect that other similar lights have. It would make this light usable for shooting from, for example, inside a stationary car, and to shoot it as if it was moving, like other videos or other creators have done with other products. And that aside, some additional good things, not that I'd suggest dropping your lights ever, but like with the SO3s, we have dropped one of them twice or two of them once, and the lights are doing really good for now. And I'm due to do some traveling in a few weeks, and I think that these will be coming along with me, along with my SO3s. So I think the apertures will be staying behind, and I'm choosing to travel with my Weeylite products from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future. Do I recommend these? Sure. If we're talking based on standard RGB LED features, then I do recommend the Weeylite K21s, because I think for most people, those app effects are mostly useless anyway. So unless you need them for narrative filmmaking, particularly those shots from inside a car, I wouldn't be surprised if Weeylite incorporated those eventually. But for stuff like you're seeing here, for traveling, for most of the stuff that I do, these Weeylite K21s are all that a lot of YouTube creators might need, in my opinion. I hope you've enjoyed this preliminary review of the Weeylite K21s. Thanks again to the folks at Weeylite for sending them through. Now, as you might know, Weeylite are parented by Viltrox, and Viltrox are currently running a photography contest. I have the details of that contest linked below, so if you have a Viltrox lens, you are eligible to take part. So do feel free to check that out or check out the details and consider entering. You'd stand to win some decent prizes from some decent sponsors. If you do enter, good luck. That was lame. Righto, let's end it at that. That's it for today, folks. A small review on the Weeylite K21's RGB LED stick lights. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to keep taking photos, keep making videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.